Hi guys, time for your midday fix of facts and spicy sides.
From breaking headlines to backroom whispers.
All served hot and fresh. Hello there, I'm Monique Tuzon.
I'm Ferdi Salvador. Glad to have you with us.
And I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is the Daily Dish.
Yes, happy Thursday.
Yeah, happy Thursday. Somebody just came from a concert last night.
I know,
Tell us
I'm
about
glad
it.
I made it here and I still have a voice. I tried not to scream too much, but it was really fun. I went to the Black Eyed Peas concert yesterday and Apple the App sang all his Filipino songs. I went crazy for, obviously, Bebot.
Yeah.
That's how I learned Tagalog. And the Apple the App song. I don't know
What was
if a lot
still
of
the
people...
favorite, the party song? What's the
Party song.
Get This
They
Started.
opened with Let's Get It Started and they ended with I Got a Feeling. Willard's favorite
So
song.
what's your feeling?
I got a feeling that it was a great night.
But you said
then
it went too long.
there's Tam and
there's-
Monique
yeah, it's like
enjoying.
and Where Is the Love is actually my favorite song, and I almost cried because it was just so fun to
And
see
there's
them.
You're so cute.
Diba? And now we have another Filipino artist on the Black Eyed Peas lineup. And she's from Pampanga.
No,
What's
she's
her
from
name?
Laguna.
Laguna, not
Yeah,
Pampanga.
so Pampanga is Apple the App, and then J. Ray Soul is from Laguna, and she was
Okay.
discovered from The Voice Philippines by Apple the App.
I love it.
Yeah.
Was that super cool?
Super cool. I need
So
to
is
go
that
to
why
The Voice
they
Philippines.
were promoting her last
They were
night,
promoting
yeah.
her last night. They had a lot of new songs, and they were saying she's gonna come up with like a new single. So we'll see.
Yes, but
I'm
shout out
excited
to
for that.
William Lamas. Thank you so much for our access
Yeah,
to
thank
Black
you
Eyed
so
Peas
much.
last night.
I enjoyed it. We all enjoyed it here in
Yeah.
Bilyonaryo.
Yes.
Now, on to more serious news. There's still talk about General Nicolas Torre after getting sacked as PNP chief. He's talking about a possible, he reacted to a possible NBI appointment.
Yeah, but
To
is that
which
gonna
he
happen?
said, there is no announcement yet from Malacanang.
Yeah, but yesterday's news, apparently he did he said happy birthday to a congresswoman yesterday and looking very relaxed.
And he's very unbothered by the whole thing.
Looks like he's
Yeah.
very unbothered
He
as
said
well.
something else. He told me.
Huh?
He said something. What?
My.
Okay, so wait. Let's keep it safe. Let's keep it safe. He was asked about political plans already,
Yes.
right, for 2028. And of course, he said, wait, it's way too early.
Is it too
Is
early?
it too early? It's about to be 2028 soon.
About to be 20. Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure a lot of people already
3
thinking
years from now.
of running and whatnot. But guess what
see.
today? We've got another set of Gen Zs coming on the show. We've got Luigi Tupaz and Lukie Aguilar from High Society, and they're gonna teach us
About how to party
about how to
correctly.
party correctly.
Not to look like titos and titas.
But we
not
don't look
stand
like
out.
titos and titas, right?
Well, they're gonna talk about this lifestyle brand that's apparently changing the Manila party scene.
Yes.
So stay tuned because this is going to be an exciting topic and we have some fun games lined up for them.
Yes, they don't know about the game. What about
That's
Alex
all you guys
Ayala?
know. Oh, sadly, Alex Ayala lost. So she exited the U.S.
Yeah, she's
Open.
bowing out of the U.S.
But
I
she
wouldn't
played
say
really well.
I
Still
wouldn't say
making
she
history.
lost.
Yes.
I think
No, she lost the game, but she won the hearts.
she is a champion in my heart.
Yes.
Alex Ayala, you slay that. You YGG, you go girl. Is that still a thing?
Still a
Let's ask them
What's the
later.
YG?
Let's ask
We'll ask
the kids
the Gen
later
Zers
if that's a cool
later.
thing now.
She slayed.
Stay tuned.
There you
More
go.
stories coming in later in the show. First, we have the headlines to do. In today's headlines, the clock is ticking for DPWH District Engineer Abelardo Calalo. He is given 72 hours to explain allegations against him for allegedly trying to bribe Batangas Congressman Leandro Leviste. On reports of his possible reappointment, Police General Nicolas Torre says he is not qualified to lead the National Bureau of Investigation. Tragedy in the U.S., a shooting rampage in a Catholic school leaves 2 children dead and 17 others injured in Minneapolis. And in sports, take a bow. Alex Ayala, the Filipino tennis star, exits the U.S. Open after losing to Spain's Cristina Buxa. As a bribery scandal and ghost projects rock the DPWH, Secretary Manuel Bonoan confirms Batangas District Engineer Abelardo Calalo is under preventive suspension. On BNC's On Point, Bonoan says Calalo had 72 hours to explain. This following Congressman Leandro Levista's expose that Calalo tried to bribe him to stop a probe into bogus or non-existent projects in the province.
I meted him actually a preventive suspension right away, and I ordered him to file an explanation of his actions actually, so that they can properly look into all the matters and then if it's necessary to sanction him, whatever it needs to be done. We just issued actually the notice to him. And I think we were expecting that he would be rendering his explanations within 72 hours.
In the same interview, Bonoan said the DPWH uncovered at least 5 ghost flood control projects in Bulacan with more questionable sites under review. He says senior district staff have been suspended and notorious contractors will soon be named on orders of President Bongbong Marcos. New flood control measures are underway in Manila as the MMDA eyes catchment tanks in key locations to help keep streets dry during heavy rains. Let's go live to Paulo Barcelon, who's in Manila for us today. Paulo, what do you have for us?
Mai, good afternoon. Aside from the usual declogging of drainage canals, the MMDA and the Manila City government are eyeing at least 3 sites to establish a floodwater catchment area here in the nation's capital. Among those are the open field at the University of Santo Tomas, as well as 2 other areas, a park at the Remedios Street, as well as the Raja Sulaiman Park fronting Rojas Boulevard. Now, MMDA Chairman Don says the move aims to contain rainwater and help solve flooding along key areas such as España Boulevard and nearby roads such as Taft Avenue and Calo Avenue. Once completed, the tank at the UST, or the proposed tank at the UST, can hold up to 72,000 cubic meters of water and can help reduce the amount of flooding that accumulate in the area. For his part, Manila Mayor Isko Moreno says new projects now follow Manila's master drainage plan and that the city government is supporting moves to try and address flooding here in the city. Manila experienced close to 100 millimeters of rain due to Typhoon Isang and the southwest monsoon last week, causing floods on major thoroughfares just like what we reported last week along Pedro Hill, Taft Avenue, and Calo Avenue. Bye.
So, Paolo, aside from the usual garbage clogging our waterways, what other factors are they seeing that trigger these floods?
Well, Manila Mayor Isko Moreno always tells us in interviews, Mai, that Manila is a catch basin for flood waters coming from Quezon City. So among those, that's one of the causes. The other one are smaller drainages or drainage canals that were built in the different roads. So some of the projects that the local government and the DPWH are eyeing here are to expand the canals underneath the major roads, especially in flood-prone areas, which we usually cover, especially during flooding season, such as Taft Avenue, Calo Avenue, Padre Faura, Pedro Hill, and the surrounding areas near the University Belt.
So back to the proposal for UST, Paolo, what have school officials said about the issue, especially as the construction of a water tank may affect campus activities?
You're right, Mai. The UST campus is always bustling with activity, and if you can recall, that field is where Pope Francis held his mass when he visited in the Philippines here in 2015. Now, the UST officials have talked to the MMDA, and the MMDA says that UST officials are eyeing to consult this with the school administration with regards to the proposed construction. Now, we talked to MMDA Chairman Don Artes earlier, Mai, and he says that one of the ways to try...
All right, we seem to have lost Paolo there, but thank you, Paulo Barcelon, reporting live for us from Manila. Now, all's well that ends well. Leyte Congressman Richard Gomez and Baguio City Mayor Benjamin Magalong kissed and make up following a supposed word war On his Facebook post, Magalong says despite the noise and accusations, true friendships remain. Earlier, Magalong slammed congressmen allegedly tied to anomalous infrastructure projects. Though not naming names, Gomez pointed out mayors should fix their cities first before dragging congressmen on their anti-corruption crusade. Relieved PNP Chief General Nicolas Torre downplaying reports of a possible appointment to the NBI. In a chance interview, Torre said he's not qualified and prefers to wait for an official announcement from Malacanang. He also refused to disclose if he had already talked to the president, citing executive privilege. As the investigation into the missing Sabongeros case continues, the former chief of the CIDG was given a 90-day suspension after he was accused of meddling with evidence. Let's go live to Andrea Salve reporting to us from Quezon City. Andrea, what can you tell us?
Mai, the National Police Commission has indeed ordered a 90-day preventive suspension against former CIDG Chief Police Brigadier General Romeo Macabas. NAPOLCOM Executive Officer Commissioner Rafael Vicente Calinisan made the pronouncement today. This comes weeks after Elakim Patidongan, brother of missing Sabongeros whistleblower Julie Dondon Patidongan, filed a complaint against Macapas for allegedly influencing and tampering evidence included in the ongoing investigation of the Sabongeros case. The commission says they find the complaint meritorious. Quote-unquote, the charge is serious or grave and the evidence of guilt is strong. However, the NAPOLCOM emphasizes that the suspension is not a penalty but a procedural measure to protect the integrity of the ongoing probe. Commissioner Calinisan also revealed that they are investigating 4 other active policemen for their alleged involvement in the case, including a general, but has refused to give more specific details. He says he received the information from a possible witness who he hopes would soon surface and officially file an affidavit for their claims. The commissioner urged continue. My Commissioner Calinisan clarifies that they are not in any way and the probe remains factual and exhaustive as it should be. He vows to solve the Filipino people. Meanwhile, we have reached out to General Macapas for a comment on this order, but he has not yet responded as of this time.
All right, Andrea, I hope we don't lose you yet because there's something I want to touch on. Where are we on this case, the missing Sabongeros case, because this issue seemed to have been drowned out following the scandal on the Ghost Flood Control Project and the sacking of General Torre as PNP chief. What's the update here? All right, let's get back to Andrea Salve in a bit. She is reporting live for us from Quezon City. Now, Senator Risa Ontiveros in the hot seat as a team of lawyers are seeking to file an ethics complaint against her. Hannah T is joining us from the Senate. Hannah, what was Senator Risa's reaction?
Hello, Mai. She was asked about it in today's press conference. She says those are recycled lies and amount to harassment, but she will wait for the final complaint, which is set to be filed later this afternoon. A team of lawyers led by attorney Ferdinand Topacio, former Congressman Jing Paras, and attorney Manny Luna is preparing to file the case at the office of the Senate Secretary General. Their accusation: witness tampering in connection with the investigation into Pastor Apollo Kibuloy and the Kingdom of Jesus Christ. The complaint revolves around former KOJC member Michael Maurillo, also known as alias Rene. He testified before Senator Risa's committee in 2024, then retracted last June in a video, claiming he was paid $1 million to implicate Kibuloy, former President Rodrigo Duterte, and Vice President Sara Duterte. The lawyers earlier cited older charges filed by Paras in 2017, kidnapping and obstruction of justice linked to her handling of witnesses in the Kian de los Santos case. They claim this shows a pattern of tampering, Ontiveros earlier denied the allegations, calling the video fake and dangerous. She has earlier filed complaints at the NBI against those who spread it, insisting that witnesses came forward voluntarily with documents and evidence to back up their testimony. Mai?
Hannah, does Senator Risa know about this?
Yes, Mai. Actually, she will wait for the actual filing of the complaint this afternoon. It's set to happen at around 2 p.m. with the lawyers bringing the complaint at the office of the Secretary General. Back to you, Mai.
All right, Hannah, thank you for that report. Preparations for the BARM parliamentary elections are in full swing. Election officials are making sure the polls in October will go hassle-free. Joash Malimban joins us live from the National Printing Office. Joash, go ahead.
The printing of the ballots for the BARM parliamentary elections will proceed. COMELEC Chairman George Garcia made this clear despite the newly signed Bangsamoro Autonomy Act number 77. The newly signed law today by the Bangsamoro Transition Authority seeks to redistrict and redistribute the 7 parliamentary seats originally allotted to Sulu. This means some municipalities will be transferred to different districts. COMELEC officials warn that the reconfiguration of the ballot system alone could take 12 to 15 days. The process will also impact ballot printing, deployment of equipment and machines, and even the official list of voters, since several municipalities will be shifted across the districts. Beyond this, the implementing rules and regulations of the new law will have to be redrafted at a systemic level. COMELEC had earlier set a June deadline for the BTA to finalize the redistribution, but it was only signed into law in the last week of August. And the BARM parliamentary elections is set to be held this year at October 13. COMELEC will now write to the Senate, the Congress, the Supreme Court, and of course, BARM Chief Minister Makakuwa to explain the adjusted timeline and the complications arising from this development. Mai.
George, it seems tensions may possibly rise between the COMELEC and the Bangsamoro Transition Authority. Now, what is the poll body planning to do in case the BTA does not heed their decision?
Yes, Mai, aside from writing a letter to BARM Chief Minister Makakuwa, COMELEC is also set to meet with the BARM parliamentary election stakeholders tomorrow in Zamboanga City to discuss the complications and of course the mechanics of the planned elections this October 13, and they will discuss whether a decision will be made if the elections will push through this October or if it will be again postponed by 2028. Mai.
Thank you, Joash Malimban there live from Quezon City. A check on the weather now. The low-pressure area west of Subic Bay has developed into tropical depression Jacinto. It's moving west-northwest, forecast to slowly consolidate and may strengthen into a tropical storm tomorrow evening. There's also the southwest monsoon bringing heavy rains over Occidental Mindoro, Palawan, Antique, and Negros Occidental. Residents are advised to be on alert for flooding and possible landslides. President Marcos ordered the release of 100,000 metric tons of rice to stabilize supply and ensure food security. The Agriculture Department will auction off 1.2 million bags of local rice this week to clear storage for incoming harvest. Extra stocks will also go to a program which sells rice at 20 pesos per kilo to beneficiaries. Tragedy in the U.S., which is again rocked by a school shooting, this time in Minneapolis. 2 children were killed and 17 others were hurt when a man opened fire during Mass at a Catholic school before killing himself. The victim, said to be between 8 and 10, died at the scene. The gunman left an online manifesto showing he battled depression and had violent intent. It's the 146th school shooting in the U.S. this year, again fueling debate over gun laws and school safety. It's the end of the road for Alex Ayala in the U.S. Open. The world number 75 lost to 95th seed Cristina Buxa of Spain in straight sets Thursday. Alex started strong in the first set, but her Spanish opponent took over, keeping her at bay to advance to the next round. Despite the disappointing loss, Alex still made history as the first ever Filipino to win a Grand Slam main draw singles match in the Open era. And the K-pop craze continues as K-pop Demon Hunters tops the US and Canada box offices, a first for Netflix. The animated film about a Korean girl group fighting demons beat weapons in its third weekend. It's also dominating streaming and music charts with hit song Golden. I know this is your favorite, Mo.
I'm guilty. I helped bring that song to the charts because literally I listened to it while getting our makeup done, like me and Sila Mommy Ron and everybody. It's such a good song.
I haven't seen this, but that is the song that I keep hearing, right?
You guys have to watch the movie. It's actually amazing. The animation's
I
great.
haven't seen it, but I've been recently obsessed for the past 3 weeks now watching Karina's old hunting ghost stories on her vlog, and I thought when I was reading the script, I was like, "Is this the same thing?" I didn't realize this.
No, this is K-pop, and it's
Demon
actually a
Hunters,
sing-along. Is it a sing-along?
No, it's not
film?
a sing-along. It's like a musical, but it's an animated musical,
Okay.
and their songs are so good.
What's the
it's
dance
amazing.
step?
I don't know the dance because it's actually like a really hard vocal thing. But Soda Pop has a dance, like Ann Curtis and them dance to it.
What's
So
the
give us
song?
a catchy line from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Not me. I already sang Black Eyed Peas.
You
We're
gotta
not
do it.
doing this.
You gotta do it since you're the reason why this is trending.
I'm the reason why. You're welcome. Should they cast me the next show? Just kidding. No, I'm not singing it, guys.
Yeah.
I'll save you the horror. I might lose my job.
Yeah. We might ask our guests later. Just sing a line.
But
I
how
think they
sad,
know
huh?
it.
The shootings in the U.S.
Yeah,
One is
Another
more than enough,
school
and I
shooting.
hope it doesn't happen again here.
But they're still debating on those gun laws, and it's been years, decades even, right?
And a lot of lives lost. Is it still a debate?
And they're not doing
It is
anything
still a
about
debate
it.
for them.
Yeah, which
So
is
it's
crazy.
All right, moving on. Guinness World Records marks its 70th anniversary. What started as a quest to know the fastest game bird in Europe evolved into a global record-setting phenomenon. To mark the anniversary, the organization reconnected with some iconic record holders who touched upon how a Guinness certification shaped their lives.
A little bit down the line, those Guinness World Records were served to have a big effect on my life because in 2021, I won the Scripps National Spelling Bee, becoming the first African American to win. And having Guinness World Records added a certain level of notoriety to who I was.
This world record title was fantastic. One of the things I always think is it makes a project, no matter how crazy or weird, it kind of gives it a social relevance. Like everybody loves world records, and if you're doing something for a world record, they just seem to get behind you and want you to do it.
We are turning up the party and serving good vibes here on the Daily Dish. Later, we find out from lifestyle brand High Society how they're bringing fun back to Manila's nightlife. Let's show them, guys. We'll be right back here on the Daily Dish. Stay tuned.
And hello, welcome back. You're watching The Daily Dish. One day to go till Friday. But for our guest today, partying is serious business.
They are revitalizing Manila's nightlife with meticulously curated events, electric music, and youthful energy, creating nights you won't forget.
And now the High Society brings the party to the Daily Dish.
Welcome.
So, welcome to the show, co-founders Luigi Tupaz and, of course, managing partner Lukie Aguilar.
Thanks for having us. We're really happy to be here.
Now, you know what? I'm sure you guys are nervous, but we're more nervous.
Yeah.
But
we don't want to look so old beside you.
We're gonna try to look cool and we've been there. I'm sure the millennials and the boomers out there and the Gen Xers, you know how we feel right now because these two quite young gentlemen has created something different, which is High Society. What is High Society about?
Okay, so High Society is a collective. We usually host events in different venues, but it's not just about nightlife. Recently, we've been experimenting with more lifestyle. So recently, we had an event just last week. It was about a sunset party at a local cafe, and we wanted to experiment with a different kind of vibe from the nightlife so we can introduce that to our audience. So essentially, High Society is just about opening up and bringing communities together.
So typically, what's the age range that attends your social?
Ask about that.
Your social parties. Are we allowed to come, or are we gonna stick out?
Lukie.
I mean, we'll crash.
Our age range is mostly from college till whatever age you want it
So
to be.
we're allowed to
whatever.
go.
Yes,
Of course, you're very welcome.
You yourselves are still in uni, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, we're so young. So this is a passion project for you. So tell us about the vibe that the young people today are going for.
Yeah, especially Luigi's DJ.
Yes.
Oh, okay, you're a DJ.
Yeah, so what, like, Tita Mai
So what
asked.
sound do they go for? What vibe are they looking for?
So as a DJ, it's very important to know what to play because nowadays, our events are catered towards what kind of music the DJs play. So it's not just about the venue, it's not about the people. It's mainly about the music. When I started, it was mostly mainstream music, so like songs everyone would know. That's like the safe option.
Okay.
Like
but
Britney
late-
Spears.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
My favorite.
But lately, as we grow, my songs also evolve. So instead of just the mainstream, I'm not sure if you know these genres, but people are more into like Miami bass, Amapiano, Bile. Lately, people are
Look at her
I
face. That's
cannot relate.
What language was that? I don't know.
Is he
Hold on,
speaking
what-
English?
What did you say? So what are those kinds of music? Let's expound on that,
Yeah.
because I need to learn.
Yes.
So we can be cool too.
Lukie?
Well, I think it's pretty. Luigi already explained most of
Yeah.
it, but it's more of, you know, like the tugs, tugs, tugs. Like,
Oh,
you know,
it's a
like
tug.
there's those, a
Tugs,
lot of
tugs.
bass to
Music?
it.
We understand that.
yeah.
Okay.
I guess it's very different from what we usually started with, because before again, like what Luigi said, we started with a lot of mainstream music. So now we like to incorporate like all the genres together, and you know, make it a better experience for everybody by introducing new songs, and yeah, that's basically
But
it.
you know, there's a trend previously, which is like my I always talk about my daughter. My daughter like likes to listen to like the Beatles and that era. It drives me insane because I'm like, how do you know these things, right? I would call it vintage on our part, but to you guys, it's like a history lesson. You guys listen to Sinatra, to the
Yes.
to the
Those are the
Beatles,
classics.
the Bee Gees.
I think that's one of the reasons why we also wanted to venture into the day to night type of thing, because
Day to night.
if you notice, like your daughter, she said that a lot of people listening to older music now, meaning like the party scene is more, people don't really want to go to, you know, like these lights and everything, and they want to go for something more chill.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
that was
And-
my generation.
Exactly.
When we're flashing on the LED screen. That's so embarrassing. But I did some research. I heard like your generation. Oh, I'm giving my age away. the generation.
I thought we were in the
below-
same generation.
Just kidding. Yeah, we're the same. Oh my God, that's why I did research. We're
fresh
same.
from uni.
Exactly. I'm still in
Tita
uni.
Mo, it's okay. You
I'm
can
not a
say it,
tita.
Tita Mo.
I just ate. But anyway, I heard the Gen Zers, you guys prefer like earlier clubbing times. Like you guys don't even like clubbing, and you guys like also don't really drink that much.
Is that a thing?
You guys prefer like matcha and coffee.
That's debatable. You know, our generation is
very
very
debatable.
divided.
Did I
Not
mess it
divided,
up?
but like there's niche crowds, so it's different
Okay.
for everyone.
Alright.
From our circle, at least, we're like the late goers.
So like late, what time is late for you guys? Because I started when partying like 2 a.m. What
Wow.
about you
Alright.
guys?
Yeah, we show up.
Wow.
So, Mama,
Tita Mo.
so Mama, cover your ears.
Oh,
So, I think on a regular. Well, no, sorry, not on a regular. Not
On a regular.
not on a regular. On a regular
Your mom is
night.
listening.
Sorry.
Bubbles
I
is
think-
listening right
Cover your ears for
now.
this, Mama. Hi, Mama. I'd say around like 3 a.m. But then
Oh my
if you
gosh.
want, that's the time we'll go home.
Ah,
3
okay.
a.m.
yeah,
is the time
yeah.
you'll
So,
go
yeah.
home. So what
But
time
on
do
a
you guys
weekend,
start?
right?
Yes.
Okay, but Monique, what's cool about these two gentlemen is that they actually are also football players.
Yeah.
So they're
Football, like
uni students,
American football
football
or
players.
soccer?
Soccer.
Okay, soccer.
Okay, what's the
Sorry.
name of your team?
We play for DLSU.
The LSU. How do you
Nice.
both balance your business as party purveyors or lifestyle party purveyors, your studies and your sports?
Well, for me, I guess it really comes with a lot of discipline and time management because obviously we do a sport and I think it really comes down to the priorities. And so since we do this type of business, we're in the party lifestyle. It's not really something that we take for granted, and we actually like in our parties we always most of the time we're actually really working. We're not partying. Most of the time we don't even get to enjoy our own party. But that's all right because we always like giving back.
Yay,
to our
welcome to
community.
the business
And it's
world,
good.
folks.
It's good that sports is still in the picture to
Yeah,
balance things out. Now, Luigi, Lukie, I want to know what is a part of you that you want to bring to high society to make it like unique?
Well, a part of me that I can bring into high society, I'd say,
Friends and
yeah, I
community.
think the friends and community really play a big role in the party scene because obviously when you're out, you always want to be with your friends. You want to be with people that you're with almost all the time, and I feel like what makes high society unique as well is that is the engagement in our crowds also. Every time we have a party, we always have themes, and that varies based on the season. For example,
Yeah.
we have Halloween. Halloween is mostly where
My
we
favorite.
get the most people. Last Halloween, we had around 1,000 people.
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Wow.
Big,
So where do you guys normally hold your parties? Do you guys partner with different restaurants,
Yeah,
So-
clubs?
it's different venues always.
Okay.
So what we like to do is we don't repeat the same venue as much as possible, at most 2 times. But we try to find these venues, we talk to them, we partner with them, and then we propose ideas to them so that we can bring in people for their club and then bring in people for our event.
And how do you market this? Is it just like via
Word of mouth.
message, word of
It's
mouth?
mostly social media, so
Okay.
we're on Instagram. And aside from that though, but we have friends that we can send to, so it just spreads like that. As soon as we send it to someone, they send it to someone else. And just like that, word of mouth, everyone just wants to
Well,
go.
no one's sending us invitations. I feel very hurt.
Don't worry, Ferdi,
All
you'll
right,
get
all
one
right.
right after
You're gonna
this.
get the Halloween invite. But if you guys could describe your event in one sentence for somebody who's never been to a high society event, how would you guys say it?
Lukie?
One sentence. That's a good question. I think in one sentence we can describe our party as, unique. I mean, we've been around for not too long, but not like we've been around since 2023, and I feel like everybody just wants to go to our party, and it's not something that to take lightly because it's pretty hard to get a lot of people in one place. Especially like for example, we're Pinoys always like to
Right.
I'll be here at this time, but they always end up at this time. So like exactly. So I feel like in one sentence I'd say unique.
Yeah. What
Unique.
about you, Luigi?
For me, I'd say just connect with everyone and enjoy.
That's
it.
so cool. Not like us when we were partying. We're just like, rage! And then we go home and then the next day we pay for it. But
Yeah.
talking about paying for it, do your parents still give you allowance?
They're like,
Thank you, Mama.
Well, speaking of allowance, because you mentioned in the green room, you mentioned like how much the party goers these days, how much they spend for
They
one
spend.
event
Spending
going
power.
to your parties.
Yes.
Right? So
Yeah.
it's still a lot per student. I mean,
Yeah.
how
What's
much
the
is it
average
typically?
spend?
It varies depending on the event, but our usual is like around 700 to 1,000.
And is that a consumable price already, or
Yes.
that's just the door entrance?
But I heard
That's with the
from-
With the consumable.
Yeah.
I heard from the grapevine that some kids actually spend quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
And these are not ordinary like let's drink tequila or that type of thing.
Yeah.
They're like buying champagne.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, bubbly.
That's why you have to
already.
know
Pop
your
that
crowd
bubbly.
so you can understand their spending power.
That's that marketing in them. So what do you guys normally drink typically? Like our generation, what do we drink, guys?
Water.
Water on the
Gassed
rocks.
water.
Yes, to my mom that's watching Water on the Rocks.
Yes.
Soda?
No, you can't lie, bro. We're live
He just
television,
threw
you
you
can't lie
under the
here.
bus.
Our coach, bro.
Our coach.
Oh, their
Hi,
coach is
coach.
also
Shout out,
watching.
coach.
Who's more strict, your moms or your coach?
Oh, that's a good question.
Coach.
Yeah.
Definitely for me.
Yeah, because
Coach
how do
for
you
you?
guys
Actually,
balance
no,
that?
yeah,
my
Normally
coach is for
practice is
sure.
so early, right?
It
and
is,
then you
it is
guys
very
end
early.
super late.
It just depends on the day. That's why it's so important to have planning and managing your time. That's why usually what we do, it's a weekend, right? So we'll host on a weekend on a night. Next morning we have training. There's nothing else we can do except to suck it up and just go to training anyway.
Power through.
But then you also have to
Yeah.
understand like the timings of your training. Sometimes
Yeah.
you know when your days are gonna be chill, or when you're not gonna be doing much in training. So that's why we choose to host on a night, the night before, where it's like more excessive.
Your
I like
coach,
that
your
to
coach
make
is
it work for
listening.
you.
The coach is like, oh,
All
we're
right,
not
Mo.
doing anything.
Yeah.
Chill. But don't go away, guys, because we've got fun and games with Luigi and Lukie, L1 and L2 of High Society after the break. The Daily Dish will be right back.
Welcome back. You're still watching The Daily Dish.
Our guests today, Luigi Tupaz and Lukie Aguilar of High Society.
We're gonna play a rapid fire game right now. They were nervous before we went on camera. They're like, what games are we playing? But this is super easy.
Okay.
So I think, Mai, you can start. We'll
Yeah,
go Mai,
okay.
Ferdi, me.
Yes. All right.
So this is pretty quick, right? So top 3 songs to play in a party.
Luigi.
I got a feeling, Rich Baby Daddy, and Beauty and the Beat.
I like that. Rich
Okay,
Safe options, safe
Beauty and the
options.
Beast.
Oh, that's actually a good question.
It's rapid, it's rapid.
Oh, it's right.
Rapid.
Okay.
Quick.
So first, Bruno Mars. Anything Bruno Mars. Second, Drake. Anything Drake. And third, I don't even know.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
6 p.m. or 6 a.m.?
6 p.m.
6 a.m.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
complete opposite.
Sunset.
Tita Mai.
I know, right? Okay,
Mo.
Zed or Seven Lions?
Zed.
Zed,
Zed,
easily.
for sure.
Explain.
What
What language
What
are you
is that?
speaking?
Who are they? What is that?
Okay.
They're DJs.
Okay, the DJs, DJ scene. Okay. Now, perfect date night. Who wants to answer first?
I think for me, a perfect date night is normal dinner in
She's watching.
I know.
any restaurant. I think my favorite restaurant though is Kiwami.
Japanese food.
Luigi, answer correctly.
Okay, well for me, a good dinner. After dinner, maybe like a short or long walk, and then go
Romantic
back
walks
to
on
the
the
car, home, watch a movie, and then that's it.
After the movie.
Oh, he's still a romantic.
Fine. All right,
More
Drake
intimate.
or Kendrick Lamar? Luigi?
Come on, bro.
Drake.
Drake?
Yup,
Drake.
yup.
Any day.
Always.
Any day, right, Monique?
Always. Guys, Drake is also my favorite. So I am so cool now too. Let me just tell you guys. Okay, Tyla or Charlie XCX?
Tyla.
XCS? Oh my god, I messed up.
XCX.
XCX. Nabubulol ako dyan. But
XCS.
yeah, but I also choose Tyla.
Yes.
Now, top 3 R&B artists.
Ooh,
Luigi.
I'll go basic. Neo, Mario, and for modern, I would go with Brent Baez.
Luki?
Same. Neo, Bryson Tiller, and Brent Fires.
All right.
Bryson
Poblacion or BGC, Luigi?
This I want to know.
What was
That's
that?
it again?
Poblacion or BGC?
Come
BGC.
on, bro.
Oh,
BGC?
really?
For me.
BGC any day.
Okay.
Okay.
So never invite.
Okay. Do we like clubs or rooftop parties?
Rooftop parties.
I like clubs.
Clubs. All right.
Coffee or matcha?
Coffee.
Matcha.
They're really opposite.
I love it. Opposites attract. So you guys work well together.
EDM mixing or club mixing, Lukie?
Club mixing.
EDM mixing.
That's it. Okay, Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay, that's the same there.
Saturday.
Favorite party you have thrown?
Ooh. For me, it was our Halloween party in 2023. We did a collaboration actually with my sister. She also has a collective. We did one. It was in Newport, and I think we got around 800 people. That's
a lot.
Yeah.
Halloween is big here.
I
It
love
is really
Halloween.
big.
You kidding
Have
me,
you guys
Lukie?
ever had to
Mine
like
was
throw
our-
people out? Or like
Yeah.
not let them
Yeah.
in? Sorry, no, because their parties are huge. So I'm like, have you guys had to say like, okay, we can't accommodate you anymore?
That's where I was about to go.
Okay.
So, my favorite one was it was called Friday Habits, right? That's
Yeah,
what
it
it was
was.
called. Yeah, it was in DD. Right?
Yeah, DD and QC.
So this party we couldn't accommodate everybody because the line was literally from the end of the road till the entrance, and then there's people even across the street like just waiting for the line to go shorter.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my
Congrats. I
favorite
love
one.
that.
It's
All
actually
right.
my first party.
Listen to your parents or listen to music?
They're watching.
It's okay. I know both your parents. They won't say anything.
Music.
Music?
Music. At least we agree with something.
Bye, Mom.
What's y'all's dream party to throw that you guys haven't done yet?
Mine is probably a party in Ibiza or Bali.
Bali!
You know, for me, I prefer more intimate with friends only, or like people we know, instead of like the high energy kind of parties.
Yeah.
A bit more chill.
Yeah.
Okay, song selection inspiration.
We can start with you, DJ.
Yeah, you're the DJ.
Song
you should know
selection
this.
inspiration. That's a good question.
If I were a DJ, it would be Fred again.
Fred again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Freddie.
Fred again?
That's a good
That's a
one.
good one.
Very energetic.
All right.
Uh-huh.
I will say Fred again also.
All right. Top crowd pet peeve. Lukie.
Oh, I think the worst thing that we always encounter is like the people that are super like rowdy. Like our parties are already rowdy to begin with, so if you're like extra rowdy and to the point where you start breaking stuff, you know
Oh,
what I mean?
my.
Yeah, I think that's it.
What about you?
For
Luigi?
me, it's definitely people who feel entitled. Those are like the worst people to come across.
What about titos and titas that ask you to play songs on?
That's completely okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
But right,
Tita mo.
they still come up to you, right, and do the request?
Yes, they do.
Oh, cute. What's y'all's favorite thing about party crowds?
Energy, for sure.
I think
Energy!
I think the crowd. Honestly, I like seeing a lot of people all in one place.
So, dream guest list.
You better answer correctly, I'm telling you.
Yeah, you better add the three of us, otherwise
better.
we're cutting this interview short.
Like the people I would invite.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess I think it would be number 1, Drake. Ronaldo.
Whoa.
Oh, we're going celebrities, okay.
Yeah. And probably. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's
Ferdi.
fine. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Wow.
Tito
Don't forget,
Ferdi.
Christmas is fast
Mai.
approaching.
Wait,
Luigi.
Friends, family, and you guys.
Oh,
Extend broadcasting.
sorry.
All
I'm so
right.
sorry.
Unspoken rules for partying with friends. Luigi.
Watch how much you drink.
Lukie?
I
Very
think the
good
same.
rule.
Like control what you drink. My best friend, his name's the Croc.
The croc?
Yeah,
The Croc.
Sometimes he drinks a bit too much.
I actually like, so parents that are watching this rapid fire questions, then you know that they're responsible party
They are
purveyors.
very responsible.
All right.
Do you guys prefer movies or TV series?
Movies.
I think TV series. I like TV series. I watch it every day.
Tita Mai?
All right, the last question. If Coachella were to be mounted here, who will your headliners be?
Ooh, that's actually really good.
For me, Calvin Harris.
Calvin Harris, fair.
I
Lukie?
think, yeah, Fred again. Or that's kind of hard actually. Yeah, I think I'd stick with Fred again, just Fred again.
All right.
Not Bruno Mars, huh?
Not Drake?
Yeah, you're right. But, well, no, well, if it's in terms of like DJ or like an artist, yeah, probably Drake. I mean, obviously.
I've actually
never been
partied
here.
with Bruno Mars. It's quite fun.
Oh, casual, yeah.
Casual.
Same.
Totally.
Same.
24 karat
Diba?
An
magic.
easy choice also.
Yes, I've got a question for the both of you. What would you like to learn from Tita Mai and Tita
And
Mo?
Ate Mo.
And from our
Ate.
previous party experiences, as obviously older than the both of you.
Not that much older, ano ba?
Calm down.
What time do you guys usually go home?
Oh
Are you
my
asking me?
gosh.
Asking
All
Tita
of you guys.
Like really
Yo,
putting
Tita
us
Mai.
on the
Rapid
spot.
fire time,
Tita Mai.
you go.
No, ideally I want to get out of there by 12.
Okay, but
But you know, like friends always say, don't go, 10 more minutes, 30 minutes, and the next thing you know, it's 2 a.m. That one I don't want to do again, but it
Just at
happens.
2
I don't
a.m.
know, it happens.
is that the max 2 a.m.?
Yes, definitely max. Because somebody's gonna get mad at me.
Tita Mo?
I used to not go home. I'd go straight to work. Oh my God! No, I used to go straight to work.
No way, you still do
no,
that?
yeah, not
Before.
now. Before, back in the day when I was a little bit younger. But now I maybe till 2 or 3.
Wow. For me, time is not of the essence. There is a party happening at any point in time.
Save the best
okay?
for last.
Always.
Such a pageant answer. I love it.
But you know what? I find myself on a Friday night after work, lying in bed at 9 p.m. talking to my buddies and asking them, are we gonna go out or not? And
Actually, he did that before. He
Yeah,
called
we
me. I
passed
was
out.
like in bed. He's like, I want to drink. Let's go. And I was like, I'm literally going to bed.
And I was like, all right, me too, bye. All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Can we ask
This
one
has
more
been
question
fun.
real
Yes.
quick? Real quick, before we let you guys go.
Okay.
For the parents out there watching, why should they allow their kids to go out and party? Like, what
With you guys.
With you guys. What
Easy.
experience will they get that they can't get anywhere else?
It's easy. Just the connections and the networking.
I think that's really a big aspect whenever you go out. I mean, like, besides all the drinking and all that, if you really trust your kids, I think you would let them go.
Yeah.
And maybe
Right?
they'll get a brilliant business
Never
idea,
know.
right? For a
Exactly.
new passion
I hope
project.
they're invited
taught
to
me
the
a lot,
next
these
party.
two.
Yeah.
All
Been
right.
fun, guys. Thank you for
Thank you
coming
so
Thank
over.
you,
much.
Lukie and
Thank
Luigi.
you.
So
Thank you.
All right, we've got more stories for you after this short break. Daily Dish will be right back.
Welcome back, and you're still watching The Daily Dish. There is a rising trend on social media. People are now targeting the families of politicians linked to recent flood control failures. It is no longer just about calling out officials. They say it's about holding entire family names accountable. Netizens are having a field day online saying that these public figures should be ashamed living luxurious lives funded by the hard-earned taxes of ordinary Filipinos. One even said, normalize bullying children of corrupt officials. Some content creators' accounts have gone private, but the backlash keeps coming. Netizens say it's not enough. These names must carry the full weight of embarrassment.
Wow, we're seeing a lot of that these
Yeah,
days.
you know what?
Luxury shaming.
No, but
also.
there is, yes, they've got, a right to look into these people's, well, I wouldn't say a right, but yes, they are looking to these people's accounts, and there's a lot of talk about how they live, and there's a lot of judgment on how they should be living, right?
Yeah.
But bullying, putting children in danger because of certain comments, I don't think is acceptable.
Yeah, I don't agree with the bullying
Do
part.
not,
'cause it,
yeah.
Yeah, a
Especially the
line
kids.
should be drawn when it comes to bullying.
1,000%.
And most of the time, the kids didn't choose to be where they're at, right? Like, I mean...
Well, that's where the debate's
it-
coming
so
from,
I feel
right?
like it's just leave the kids out of it.
No,
Just
but that's
kawawa
where the
naman
debate
eh.
is, because they're saying, okay, would these children live a certain
Right.
lifestyle if their parents didn't have that kind of, or alleged, didn't have that kind of business. But again, I think it's important to put it out there that bullying, putting these children's lives, or any child for that matter, in danger because of comments like that, is not acceptable in my book.
And also, just a reminder, what you guys see on social media is not everything. Sometimes people just pose with like a private plane, but they never really took it. So what you see is not really the whole story.
So
So
some
just be
of
careful.
these accounts have been taken down,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
or gone
of course,
private.
of course, for fear of, and look, I am not justifying how they live.
Right.
Okay,
Same.
there is accountability, definitely, but let us keep calm and look into it with clear minds and with proper discernment, right?
Agreed.
But there is outrage out there because public funds were spent,
Right.
stolen.
Alleged.
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Allegedly stolen. So
I
like,
understand
people
both sides. I just feel like there should just
are
be
really,
a balance
really
with that
angry.
bullying part.
Yeah.
So we just need to figure out how to do that correctly.
But I'm
Right.
sure we're going to be talking about it more tomorrow.
And that's it for us today, though. Thursday, August 28. Join us again for more Real Talk 12 noon.
A lot of spilled tea.
With Zero Filter, I'm Monique Tuzon. Anytime is always a good time because it's more fun with us.
I'm Ferdi Salvador, always on top with the news and stories that matter most with my titas.
And I'm Mai Rodriguez, not a tita. That's a daily dish served. Thank you for watching.